So today, we're going to talk about the wild, totally unexpected origin story of a true comedy icon. We're going to see how a single book didn't just change a life. Nope, it created an absolute legend from the most unlikely place you can imagine. Okay, so let's just dive right in with this question. What on earth connects a comedy legend to some obscure metaphysics book from 1948? I know, it sounds like the setup to a really bad joke. But this connection? It's the real deal. In fact, it is the secret key to one of the most unbelievable success stories in the history of entertainment. But to really get just how incredible her transformation was, we've got to rewind the clock. We need to see who Phyllis Diller was before she was, well, Phyllis Diller. You know, before the trademark cackle, the crazy hair, or the whole shebang. I want you to get this number in your head. 37. That's how old she was when she first set foot on a professional comedy stage. Not 17, not even 27. 37. So right off the bat, you know, this is not a story about some child prodigy. This is about someone who decided, kind of late in the game, to just completely rip up the script of her life and start a new one. So on one hand, you have her reality. She was an unfulfilled housewife and a mother living in Alameda, California. But just beneath that surface, there was this deep, nagging feeling, a desire for something more, something that was just for her. She had the ambition, for sure, but she had no plan. She needed a roadmap. And then, just like that, it happened. She found the roadmap. Or maybe the roadmap found her. This was the moment that changed absolutely everything. It was 1952. A single book basically lands in her lap, and it was a total game changer. Okay, so the book was called The Magic of Believing, and its core idea is actually really simple, but it is incredibly powerful. The theory is that your subconscious mind isn't just sitting there, it's an engine, a powerful engine. And if you give that engine a crystal clear, specific destination, and you repeat that destination over and over and over, it'll start working 24/7 to get you there. For Phyllis, this was nothing short of a revelation. This wasn't some fluffy, feel-good idea. Not at all. To her, this was the practical, step-by-step system she had been searching for her entire life. She finally had the key. And she didn't just read the book and, hope for the best. No way. She took its philosophy and turned it into a strict daily practice. So let's take a look at the four-step system that she basically made her own. So the process from the book breaks down into these four essential steps. First, you have to be super specific about your goal. No vague wishes like, I want to be happy. Second, write it down. Get it out of your head and onto paper. Third, repeat it all the time. Just drill it into your subconscious. And fourth, and this one is the real kicker, you have to act as if it's already true. And this is a perfect example of that first step. Her goal wasn't some wishy-washy dream for the future. It was a powerful, present-tense statement of fact. I am a successful stand-up comedian. And believe me, she put that statement into action. She wrote it on these little cards and stuck them everywhere. The bathroom mirror, next to the phone, over the kitchen sink. I mean, everywhere. She saw it, she said it, all day long. And she started acting as if. She was practicing jokes in the mirror, literally becoming that person in her own house, long before she ever stepped on a stage. So, the big question is, did it work? Oh yeah, it worked. The results weren't just good, they were absolutely explosive. This is that point in the story where her belief, backed up by all that action, started to literally bend reality. And the results? I mean, just look at this timeline. It's astounding. In 1952, she's a housewife reading a book. Just 3 years later, boom, she lands her first paid gig. 3 more years, she's on national television. And by 1965, she was a household name, a massive star. The momentum was it was unstoppable. And this is so important to understand. This belief system she adopted, it was never a replacement for good old-fashioned hard work. Not at all. It was the fuel for the hard work. It's what gave her the laser focus and the relentless drive to do what needed to be done. I mean, think about this. She had a famous gag file, this huge filing cabinet with over 50,000 jokes in it, all meticulously organized by topic. She wasn't just sitting around visualizing success. She was building the arsenal she needed to achieve it, one joke at a time. So, What's the big lesson here? What can we pull from this incredible story and maybe, just maybe, apply to our own lives? Okay, here are the big takeaways. First, her story is definitive proof that it is never too late to start something new. Second, vague dreams lead to vague results. You have got to be specific. And maybe the biggest one of all, action is the ultimate proof of belief. Those 50,000 jokes, that's what belief in action looks like. So in the end, the magic here, it's not about wands or potions or anything like that. The magic is realizing that belief isn't some passive thing you just have. It's an active thing you do. It's a tool. It's a system that you use to point all of that incredible power in your own mind exactly where you want it to go. And that really just leaves us with one final question, a question for you. If Phyllis Diller could write, "I am a successful stand-up comedian" on a little card and completely transform her reality, what would you write on yours?